Hello, this is Tam the Tam BOTC channel, and well, here's an interesting video. This is actually the footage being used is actually my footage. This was from a year ago, I believe. This is when my grandmother too was still around. So, um, I think she's definitely present during this video too. But I have the volume turned off, so I think this is one of the worst video series I've ever made. But not just because I feel the quality and such was bad at the time, and I was just starting out getting the hang of making videos, but I this video today is me talking about why I hate this game. Because I made a Let's Hate to Play series, and I've been wanting to make others, but I don't know if I can push myself to do stuff like The Order 1886, which is awful, and Rise, Son of Rome, or Sons of Rome, I don't know. But really doesn't matter. The game stinks. And it's free, by the way, on Xbox, so if you do want to give it a try, go ahead. It does waste a lot of gigabyte, though. But I do want to bring out why I hate this game, though, in case I didn't make it clear in that playthrough. First off, it's a very clunky game. It's weird to control. The camera angle likes to fight against you. Another thing I like to think is, if you since the creator Miyazaki, well, supposedly, I don't think he's the successor of Resident Evil, to be honest. There were tons of people that worked on it. He's just the one with the biggest name behind the brand. But yeah, I feel like he didn't put much creativity in the game either. There were a lot of things that felt like you could say they paid homage or were inspired by other games he was inspired by, but I like most of the time how they fit into the world is just really dumb. Like there'll be Saw stuff here and there. Uh, there'll be Pyramid Head rip-off box head there, and it's just really stupid to me. And though that's not a big deal, if you think of this, if it was actually, since you can tell he's desperate to make a Resident Evil game, since this played so much like one, but also had elements of Last of Us for some reason. Similar to the disarming of bombs and such, of traps. But this game has bad acting, it has a story that's clunky and all over the place and barely makes any sense. If it was actually within the Resident Evil series, they even have the word evil in both titles. There you go. But there's no replay value either. The game says it's horror, yet it barely is. That's another thing I hate. Hit detection is weird in this game. Like the hitboxes don't work. But yeah, this game got like 8s and such out of 10, and I'm like, how is this game popular? And I know I said the footage was bad, but this game is starting to age poorly even. Like at least I feel it looks like it's aging poorly. I don't know. It just doesn't. And I remember watching a YouTube channel that got everything accurate on their review of The Order 1886. I definitely agree with them there. But once they got to The Evil Within, they said that they loved the game, and there's a lot of things I can debunk in what they talk about. And of course, it's their opinion as well as your guys, so you don't have to agree with me. I'm just saying this is why I hate the game and don't understand it's why it got such amazing ratings. Another thing is people say how it's true, brings us back to true horror. I think another thing that annoyed me about it was I had a supposed friend at the time that said this game would revive horror, and guess what? that person became a complete jerk and is no longer my friend. I don't like him, and he probably still believes this game is awesome, which it's not. But, what else? They needed a DLC to stinking explain their story in more depth. That's kind of embarrassing. When you need a DLC to clear things up. Oh my goodness, the characters are uninteresting. The voice acting is very weird and dumb. It's not even Resident Evil, the original PS1 or Resident Evil dumb. It's like, what the heck even happened with it? You barely remember any of the characters. Like, I can't even remember the main character's name of this game now. It's so dumb. And I've actually played through this game quite a few times, mostly for video reason and for other reasons alone that I tried to figure out why people like it. I even got some of my friends play it and I think it's awful too, this game. So it's not just me that's alone on that. I'm sure there's other people out there that hate it too, but a big majority likes it. And I never really got it. It's not even solid gameplay-wise. I don't know. Well, actually, I do know, but yeah. The other weird thing is he's got a knife, by the way, but he punches with his hands or the back of a gun, or the hilt of a gun or whatever. Why? That's so dumb. You've got a knife. And it's so weird because you can only use like a battle axe once, but a knife you can use infinitely for really awful poor stealth sections. I also feel like the body burning is kind of pointless in a way. The leveling up really doesn't make a difference or feel like it makes a difference. The bosses, there's a lot of recycled bosses. Like the chainsaw guy is not only similar to the chainsaw guy of Resident Evil 4 and such, but he is recycled like so many times. The same with the box head boss. It's just really dumb. You thought stinking other games that have been talked about in the past have recycled their bosses, like the Order. The Order only recycled one boss twice. This recycled 2 different bosses like 3 times each. And it's like, what? They're not. It feels like there's barely creativity either put into the game. The villain is completely stupid. I hate his overall background and everything. And though there are some decent levels, they aren't amazing. Another thing I had a problem with was the horror. There was barely anything to call horror other than its looks. Oh, look, a spooky place. It's too bad there are more missions that put you in broad daylight. And that the game constantly throws ammo and such at you. It's really dumb. This mission I'm showing you right here from my playthrough is actually the only mission I like. And I like the beginning of the game, too. Where it's set up kind of like Outlast, run from your enemies rather than taking them on. And there's a mission at the end where it tries to mess with your head, but I feel like it gets forgotten about and shoved to the side really quickly. I don't know, it felt like it was just there for the sake of weirding you out, where I've seen other games demonstrate that so much better. Silent Hill, for example, which this game has homages or references or whatever you want to call it to, like Boxhead once again, which they recycle. But, and it's not even like a different boss each time. It's the same fight. So I like the invisible enemies. Even Angry Joe didn't do a review of the game, and he like talked a little bit about it in a live stream that he did. I never felt like there was too much danger. I never felt like there was really a survival instinct. The game threw too much ammo. There were too many bright open places. There were only a couple that were dark or tried to mess with your head. And, like, the Easter eggs or homages got so insane to the point that, like how people pick on the movie The Force Awakens, where it has so many homages to the original trilogy, this is the same to many other things, and it's just like, why? So, once again, it's just my opinion, doesn't have to be yours or anything. There is more into why I hated this game, and the reason I bring this up is because they're planning a sequel. This is the worst Bethesda published game. Yes, Bethesda published this. I love Bethesda, by the way. They're awesome. Oh, there's Mr. Stupid. What did Halloween 4545 call him? By the way, he gets mad at him. Another thing, the bosses are stressful and stupid. Not in a good way, like Dark Souls. In a stupid way. And I don't know how much more to say. Oh wait, that's another boss that's been recycled. The stupid Spider Woman. Which is obviously a homage or reference to every other creepy girl. And stuff like The Ring and Grudge. And Alma from Fear. So, yeah, what the heck. The puzzles are very pointless and minor. And they barely, like, there barely should even be called puzzles. It's like, do a couple small things, that's it. Like this one, you, like, look for an image, press a button, that's it. There's consequences, but it really doesn't matter when you can find it pretty easily. Find out the answer pretty easily. Oh my goodness, you can find ammo through crates, burning bodies, which is why I didn't say they were completely pointless, but they felt pointless, because a lot of the time you do get nothing. And the other reason it's pointless is the reason that body burning was in Resident Evil 1 was because the enemies get back up and attack and turn into the Crimson Heads, at least in the remastered version. But guess what? Enemies don't get up and attack in this game, so who gives a crud? Ugh. And you can go and watch this series. It's on my channel. It's a Let's Play called Let's Hate to Play, The Evil Within. And I basically complain about it there. You can have more complaints other than the ones I'm making in this video and made in previous videos. But I do not like this game. So just keep in mind it's my opinion. And I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. So I will see you guys next time. Maybe if you did enjoy, like, share, and subscribe. If you did enjoy, if you do want to see a video similar to this, oh my goodness, that's a long time. Wow, is that an... Oh, that's an older one. Huh, it tricked me. Yes, this is a video I'm playing from the Xbox. But I thought I'd return back to old memory of a video. I know the sound is off, that's so you can actually hear me and not me. Did that make sense? You know, because I'm commentating on this video, but in the game, this other video that's playing, I'm also commentating, so I double commentate. What's even going on anymore? Commentator section! Anyways, yeah, I don't want to see this game made a sequel. Just don't make a sequel. The cutscenes are so dumb too. Yay, I had another reason to hate it. But no, seriously, I did not enjoy this game. I can say it was a long, solid game, but was it fun? No. Was it stressful and annoying? Yes. Did it have good mechanics? It was just in between. The mechanics weren't amazing. I even liked the DLCs with the agent there. I can't remember her name. Much better than this because they actually had more horror elements and better story. When you know you need those to fix the story of your main game, then you know you messed up. And there's a lot of like plot holes too that just don't make sense. That really suck because there's still plot holes even within the DLC I saw. I remember there's a scene where that agent, once again, can't remember the name because they're not memorable. Stinking Oh, and this is going to demonstrate that the AI isn't very bright. But in a part during the church part, if you guys remember that, for those who've played, there's a part where your character walks to the pedestal, and the main character's partner needs to sit down, and you can hear and even see a vent under the pedestal and hear the voices of that agent there and the patient as they're talking to one another, walking through the tunnel under there. What does this stinking game DLC do? They're in the very same room during that part, and they're not down there. I thought they were going to go down there, and then we're going to have an homage of, oh, they're in the same room, which they're probably saying anyways. Another thing, jump scares are predictable in this. Jump scares suck in general. Ready? Jump scare! They're not very scary. They suck. It was kind of pointless for me to burn him, but I wanted to see if he did actually drop loot. Another thing is they give you so many matches. What the heck? You see this room? This stinking room already proves me the stinking giving you too much stuff. They even give you a partner to fight by your side right now. Which, by the way, he sucks. But, like, that entire room just gave you a bunch of loot and ammo and such. The heck? Yeah, I pre-ordered the game, by the way. That's because I thought it was actually going to be good at the time. But nope, I was proven wrong. At least I thought. But, there's just so many problems with Evil Within. But the other thing is, I was bringing out that review, they actually said Evil Within was good. Guess what? They said Alien Isolation was bad, though. And I'm like, that was more scary. And there's so many more reasons behind it. Why it's scarier. There's a quick time events, too, that are more likely to be slow time events or pointless events, such as when you're cranking a crane. You don't even have to press it as fast as it's showing you or depicting. You just, like, go press once, twice, 3 times, and you're not really, like, rushed a lot of the times. So it's just really dumb. Yeah, this game's annoying. Here's your demonstration of some of the AI. He's just sort of sitting back there. You should have killed him by now. Kill him. Look, he shot him. Woo! It only took him quite a while. I killed most of the guys, though. He killed one dude. I'm probably complaining about that anyways in this scene. So you're gonna go watch it then. This is an older video. It sucks, by the way, because I don't like the quality of my older videos. But yeah, it's not just with the quality of the video itself, it's the quality of the, maybe it's even the game just looks bad too, because I did mention it doesn't feel like it aged well when I went back to play it. But, especially for my worst of the worst video, I think I did it for that. But, as well as I think I mentioned it in my Dead Space playthrough. But the other problem was the, like, audio. I had a lot of audio issues. I still have audio issues now, but I feel like they're not as bad as they used to be. I feel like I have a better control of them, or a sense of control of them than I used to. So, that's all I have to say for right now. If you do want more reasons, I'm sure I can conjure up more that I've forgotten during this talk. But yeah, I truly, desperately hate this game. It was one of my most hated. You could even say disappointing because of that stinking friend/idiot who, look at that. He stomps like Isaac Clarke, and he can't even... You have a knife. Use it. He has a knife on him at all times. Why doesn't he use it? I can even point... Another thing is I can point out even the older original Resident Evils have things better than this game, such as the knife feature. As well as the fact that, like, even burning bodies has a point to it in the original Resident Evils. Oh my goodness. Why did this game mess up? And they want to make a sequel, which is why I draw attention to this once again. At least that's the rumors. I'm not sure if it's 100% confirmed. But this has been 20 minutes long already, so I'll see you on the next episode. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you think down in the comments below and what you do like, because I'm not saying this is below average, because it's not bad enough to be below average. It's still playable. It's still got a good amount of content, and, like, there are certain features that I can say are good about it. But compared to what I got out of it, not what I expected out of it, because I really didn't expect as much, but I went into it underwhelmed, mostly because there was a jerk behind it. But he didn't affect my thought of the game either. It was me that affected my own thoughts of the game. I generally didn't like the game. I even said to myself, I'll give it a chance as I play through to see how it develops, and it did not develop well still. And I just generally didn't want to see it in my life again, even though I still do. The tons of YouTubers play it too and say how wonderful it is and praise it, and I really don't think it deserves it. It even made, like, Watch Mojo, I feel like, makes some of the worst videos, but I have to agree, it deserves to be on the top 10 most disappointing games list. It is a disappointment. And it's not horror. So I'm sorry. If I had to rate it, I'd say a 6.8 out of 10. Maybe a solid 7. It's not good enough to stinking be where it is now, where people gave it an 8. Even IGN, which I feel also makes some pretty horrible reviews, and there are people who have brought out some of the reviews and reasons why they do some horrible reviews. But yeah. Stupid. See you guys next time, and leave your comments below. I make sure to get to all of them, and I put annotations in some of my newer videos, so look forward to those and subscribing. Bye, if you enjoyed this once again.